Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to the Mini channel. And today we're gonna be celebrating the Switch because just a couple of weeks the Switch became 2 years old already. And now this was a video that I was gonna make a while ago, but Persona news happened, a bunch of stuff has been going on, so I just had to extend this video a little bit longer than expected to post it. So yeah, anyway, so today we're gonna talk about 2 years of the Switch already. It's hard to think about because the Switch is fairly recent in our minds and everything, and a lot of development has been going on when it comes to pretty much everything. I mean, the Switch, I think, took everybody by surprise when it came to the products that it came with, games that it has released so far, the way that the Switch actually works, and how powerful it is compared to any other console mobile hybrid I've ever seen before. I guess it's the first of its kind, really. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it and everything. So Switch came out, and I think to nobody's surprise, it sold out pretty well. I immediately sold out. You couldn't find it everywhere. Breath of the Wild, Zelda came out at the same time as the game and everything, and I was one of the first ones to get a Switch. Really, I pre-ordered the Switch. I got the Switch, played it day one. I remember waiting for the Switch to come by because I had received Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I was still waiting for the Switch to arrive. And it arrived like a couple hours later. I think UPS dropped it off and everything, and I was like so excited and everything. So I charged it in, played a bunch of Breath of the Wild, beat the game, and every single game that I can think of in my brain is an instant success for the Switch. The Switch is doing fantastic when it just comes to the games that they have released, and some of the announcements they have done so far too. Just really overall, I'm very surprised of how much they were able to pack into the Switch so far in 2 years. For example, having Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is really the ultimate Super Smash with all these different characters from all these different properties, and even have things like Joker from Persona 5 or Banjo Kazooie, and like all these different characters that you don't really expect to see in there, just throwing in there to again Breath of the Wild or Link's Awakening, another remake of Legend of Zelda game with new graphics and everything. Things like Mario Odyssey and Mario Maker, or even things like Luigi's Mansion or new properties. I think that the Platinum game that just recently came out did really good on the Switch. Even though it's like really one of the first, it's very own first property, and it had really good commercial and overall good reviews for the game and everything. So it's really good to see all the stuff going on for the Switch and everything. We had the Switch Lite come out sometime beginning of at the end of last year and everything, and that was really also kind of something that we speculated on, but a real surprise just to have and everything. I think that looking at the sales on the Switch and how it's picked already the Wii U, which is the previous kind of like winner of consoles for Nintendo and everything. So obviously the Switch is gonna do much better than the Wii, I think, in the long run. I see a lot of expectancy for it just because of all the things that they've been adding to it. I mean, if you can have games like Doom on it, and if you can have games that like Skyrim and everything, it's just a real big surprise for me that it's able to run games like The Witcher and everything. Just is good for a console like that to exist because not everybody wants to play at home all day. A lot of people like to go out and everything like that. So having a console on the go that you can go and play The Witcher and Skyrim and hopefully someday Persona and everything, those are really big experiences you can take on the go, and that makes the Switch in a really unique place overall, I think. I honestly do think that it is being pretty interesting to see the reception from other companies as well, like Xbox, which has been pretty supportive of the Switch, and even putting games like Cuphead on it and everything. On the opposite end, with PlayStation saying they don't really see Nintendo as a competitor because it's a different market, even though they themselves had dabbled with the market of mobile games before and everything, and they have been pretty successful up until the PS Vita, really. I'm honestly very shocked that they announced that they are not really thinking on going back to that, because I think that they could be very successful if they really try to do it right. But overall, it is what it is. Sony has other plans, all the things that they want to do, and until they get that, I'm curious how now that Xbox is doing their own market with the play it everywhere Xbox thing, where you're gonna be able to play for the cloud and everything. How is that gonna affect the Switch? How's that? Are they gonna make a dedicated mobile console type of thing for the Xbox, kind of to compete with the Switch? I'm curious to see what is gonna happen later on the road. There's a lot of things that have been going on with the Switch as well, again with all the different games and cloud gaming, and I'm just curious how all of these things will turn over time and how everything will affect the Switch, because the Switch is in a really good space right now. We just had Animal Crossing come out, and it's been selling like pancakes. Like it's incredibly how well this game is selling, and I'm just happy to see that overall. I'm curious the development of everything's going on, what games are gonna come out at the end of the year and everything, and then what are plans for Nintendo and obviously we have the new consoles coming out. We have the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X as well coming out. So are they gonna affect anything for the Switch, or is this gonna kind of boost their sales because it's a different kind of console? I always thought the Switch to be kind of like a good second console to have. Obviously, I have my PC and the Xbox. I'm sorry, and the PS4, but kind of having the Switch is always nice, taking on the go and everything like that. I wish the Switch was a little more open when it comes to a lot of the games and the save files and everything like that. It would be nice just to kind of port a lot of the save files for a lot of those games, because I don't want to start new games that are already on the PC or the PS4 and everything. So it will be nice just to be able to kind of share the save files and everything. That's one thing that I wish that a lot of companies will do, not just for the Switch but all the consoles as well. I think that the market is big enough so that they can share that kind of stuff. Anyway, that is pretty much my video here today. I'm going a little bit of a tangent here, but I do want to celebrate the Switch on 2 years of awesomeness and everything. It's been 2 awesome years. Let me know in comments below. Are you a fan of the Nintendo Switch, or you don't really care for it? Are you thinking of maybe buying one in the future? Let me know in the comments below. And what is one game that you want to see on the Switch as well? There's a lot of really stuff that has been going on right now, and personally, I would like to see obviously Persona, but also I'm very excited to see maybe Bayonetta 3. That's something that I've been waiting for a while. Anyway, that is pretty much it for today. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.